What's going on, everybody? This is Mark Oliano coming to you for video number 18 of the JDOC series, and I just got out of a meeting today. Here it's almost 9:30, so I'm making my video a little bit late, but nonetheless, I know I have a commitment to do. I have a job, and that is to create content daily, whether I feel like it or not. And right now, I could easily just go to bed and say, you know what, I'll get ready for tomorrow. But no, I want to come to you guys today and share with you something that was on my mind today. And that is how to make your worst days your best days. And how do you do that? Well, here's a belief on for size. When the worst things happen to you, they cause you to take action, whether you want to or not. If you're running broke, you're going to have to find some way to make money. That's a given. If you are going through some kind of change emotionally, whether that's moving somewhere new or a new relationship or leaving an old prior late relationship, that's a new comfort zone that's an uncomfort zone actually that you're going to be going into. For me, for instance, I go back to this example various times because it's a pivotal point in which I had to learn a lot. So for me, it was in 2014 when I was overweight. I was trying to build a business. I was so heavily immersed in wanting to be successful that I put a lot of other things aside that I didn't focus on. One of them being primarily my health. I put my health on the back seat. I put my relationship at the time on the back seat. So I didn't pay attention to those things that I should have paid attention to. And that came at a price. I ended up being about 30 pounds overweight. I had a long distance relationship that wasn't working out. And overall, I was at school at the time at San Diego State. And I had neglected a lot of different areas because I was so focused on making it and being successful that I forgot that the main reason why I wanted to be successful is to live a good, happy life that had a lot of areas balanced and that I was growing in different areas. So what you have to realize, and what I realized, is success has to do with various areas of your life that you handle. Now, during that time, the first hit was when I had my breakup, which was my first and only girlfriend at the time. She had broken up with me, and for great reasons, because I wasn't the person that I needed to be in order to be able to support her emotionally, and especially being long distance and give her the attention and the love and the care that I needed to. Now, I was an 19-year-old kid that really didn't know how to handle these things just yet. So my maturity had a lot to play into that. Now, that was the first of the impact. So that happened, and I didn't really know how to handle it. That led me to that semester of school, I think I had gotten a 1.8 GPA. Believe it or not, I was doing horrible in school. I was neglecting school, didn't really have any passion, any drive to really attend class or do anything like that because I was so focused on being successful in business and growing myself as a person that I didn't see any reason to really attend school or do anything that would further me in my studies. So after that semester ended, it was towards the end of the year, towards the Christmas months, towards the end of the year, I ended up in academic probation. Now, if you know what academic probation is, that means the next year you don't qualify for financial aid. Now, this is something that me and my family depended on to be able to pay for my school. So if I don't have financial aid, I don't go to school. That's what ended up happening. So I had to go through severe emotional reconstruction, as I would say. 2, my parents were so upset. I remember my dad even telling me, like, what are you doing with your life? You're throwing it away. And that has been something that has stuck with me. And I'm reminded of it sometimes where I have to ground myself and say, what am I doing? Is this taking me to the direction that I need to go? Or am I doing things that are going to matter in the long term? So that was the impact number 2, is with school. Number 3, with my weight and my self-image. At that point, when you're broken down emotionally, your self-image and your self-confidence totally goes down the drain. I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt. I was very, sad, upset, and I was angry at myself for what had happened. I did actually blame a lot of things on myself, because it was very large part on what I did. And I take full responsibility for that, because I had a lot of growing to do. And that happened. And on the way home, when my dad told me, because I was living down in San Diego, my dad said, you can't live in San Diego anymore. You're going to move back here. You're not going to get to see any of your friends, any business that you're running. You're going to shut that down right now. And as you guys can imagine, for someone that's driven by running a business and being successful and wanting to become a better version of myself, it felt like a prison where I was locked in and I really couldn't go anywhere. And I had to enroll into community college at San Diego Mesa College the following semester, because my dad said, if you don't go to school, you're pretty much screwed. So I said, all right, I'll go to San Diego Mesa. And I did a semester there. And after that, I had a goal of coming back down to San Diego so I could live here. And while I was back home, I decided to take my health seriously again. And I used that anger, I used that frustration to really focus on myself, focus on my health. And I had lost 29 pounds within a course of 90 days. Now, this was a lot of intensity that I had behind my workouts because there's a lot of emotion behind it. So I had that going for me. So I lost the weight. I was feeling great about myself. I felt like I really built myself up. I was going back to school. I met some great people and actually found a job at a career fair at San Diego Mesa College that allowed me to make income and to move back down here. And I was able to get my own apartment with my brother down in El Cajon. And from there I was working at a bank, and I was able to support myself while I was going to school at that time. So what I want to get to you guys today is, even though things may seem like they're going downhill or they're going down, when ish hits the fan, like, realize that that's an opportunity for you to take massive action. The only reason I say that is because you are driven by a lot of different emotions at that time, because something automatically becomes urgent. If a fire breaks, hopefully this doesn't happen, but if a fire, goes off in your house, I don't care if you're sleeping, I don't care if you're in the toilet, I don't care if you are eating, you are going to get up like this and you're going to go handle it. You're going to put out that fire as fast as you can before it grows further and further. I feel like that's what a situation like an emergency comes up. It's an opportunity for you to take immediate and massive action to fix it. And many times, and I believe this may be true for various people, is your worst times, when you look back at it, years down the road, when the emotion is all taken out of it, it could be one of the most powerful learning lessons and character development periods that you go through. So if I were to give you guys any tips or nuggets today, it would be to, if you are going through tough times, if you're going through financial hardships, if you're going through relationship hardships, or if you're trying to find your passion and things aren't working out and you're tired of your job, just remember, this is an opportunity for you to grow and an opportunity for you to develop yourself and your character. And that's what I want to just bring to you guys today, is learn to see the dark sides, or to see challenges as opportunities for growth and development. Because if you can do that, anything that comes your way, you will be able to handle. And for an update on the JDOC for today, and yesterday, today was my rest day for gym. Today was my rest day for gym, so I didn't go. but I also was able to get all my chores done, and I've been the most productive that I've been in a while. So things are going very well in creating this habit. So that's me. My name is Marco Liano. I am signing off from the JDOC. I will see you guys on the next video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and you hit that subscribe button so you can keep updated with my videos. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.